Heck yeah.
This is the Schmo with the pro with the most talked about man in the fight business. 3-0, the problem child. Jake Paul in the flesh, Cleveland, Ohio. How we doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Schmo. How the fuck are you doing?
Hey, the Schmo can't complain. You brought the fireworks. We saw the feud rise to the occasion with Tyron Woodley. Now talk to the Schmo for a second. You dropped the O occasionally in problem child. Some interesting marketing tactics. What's that all about?
What?
You dropped the O and problem for the problem child nickname.
PRBLM. You know, just short and sweet, just like my fights.
What makes Jake Paul the best promoter in the fight game over a guy like Conor McGregor?
Look, who's doing it, you know? Who's doing it, the Schmo?
Okay.
That's my answer.
Yes.
Who's doing it? Asking you.
Well, you're doing it. We're here right now. The Schmo's in Cleveland.
Doing it?
You're doing it.
Who's doing it?
Jake Paul.
That's what I'm saying, my guy.
Which fight's more likely to happen first? Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor or Jake Paul versus Jorge Masvidal boxing ring?
Whichever one of them gets let out of their contract by their dad, Dana White, faster.
Cleveland sports hero. Who's Jake Paul's greatest Cleveland sports hero of all time?
Oof. Man, I got to go with LeBron.
Okay.
Kid from Akron, you know?
Of course.
He's the guy.
Yes.
And part of the reason why I wanted to bring this back home to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Grew up going there. You know what I'm saying?
Schmo hears it.
You know what I'm saying?
We hear it.
So that's why I'm bringing this back home and going to put on a show and hopefully inspire a little kid in the audience to do something great with his life one day.
Stipe Miocic, the greatest heavyweight champion of all time in the UFC, he's involved with this. Why didn't Stipe get the immediate rematch or get the opportunity to fight for the interim heavyweight belt?
Because Dana White is running a monopoly and limiting his fighters, and if he doesn't like you, he shelves you. It's fucked up. You know, Stipe deserves that third fight. He's the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, but for some reason Dana doesn't want him to do it. Maybe because he doesn't think Stipe has sellability. But it just goes to show you what the UFC is doing. Not paying their fighters and not making the fights that we all want to see. Dana White is gambling and doing illegal things with his nose. He should be paying John Jones and Francis Ngannou $10 million each to fight. Conor McGregor is the most underpaid fighter in the history of the sport in terms of the value that he brought to ESPN, UFC, and the amount he got paid.
Where?
Sad.
Yeah. Where and what will be Jake Paul's next tattoo?
Ooh. I don't even know. Probably something.
And can we get a final message for all the Jake Paul fans out there worldwide?
Hey.
He's the pro, I'm the Schmo, Cleveland, Ohio. We're out.